Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 28th. So this week, you start off with the Ten of Hearts, which is a really good card. I think over the past few weeks, you've had a bunch of tens and, had a lot of this, like, 10-type energy going on, a lot of businessy type things. Tens are also great for new beginnings as well, so I would say that a lot of you might be experiencing new beginnings, even just better experiences in general. And what I mean by that on a 10 is that tens can come in and we can experience things that we've experienced in the past, but just better. Better than they would have, things would have happened in the past. And I know that's kind of general, but tends really talk about everything. They talk about everything in our lives, the energy around everything in our lives, and kind of how they come in. Ten of Hearts being probably the most positive 10, because Ten of Hearts really removes difficulties. I mean, even some readers call it fortune after difficulty, so it represents good things happening to you after, a difficult period of time. And this can truly be in your whole entire life. Tens also bring a lot of stuff to us. They can bring a lot of opportunities. You could look at each one of those, hearts there as, something new. Could even be love. I mean, a lot of you could experience love this week. You have, two people showing up here as well in the reading, so a lot of you could be experiencing an increase in potential for love, and even just meeting people like mentors or just good people coming in and giving you really great advice this week as well. So be open to that for sure. Next, you have the Seven of Spades. I think the Seven of Spades comes in when things get better for us in general in life, when things maybe get easier or we have less challenges. The Seven of Spades comes in, and it's kind of like us thinking about old problems coming back. So, the Seven of Spades will come up a lot of the times when we see an increase in our finances, and then we see that increase, and then we immediately go to the negative, like, okay, when's the bad thing going to happen? And that happens because in the past, with the Seven of Spades, it's like something bad would happen when you'd see an increase in your finances. So the Seven of Spades comes and says, all those fears are internal. These things no longer exist. We've actually moved past a great deal of challenges, over the past several years. So you're past all those things. Not only that, you have the tools to deal with all those things. And you have the King of Spades coming up next, which can be, on one hand, I feel like for some of you, this is a boss or a mentor coming in, really giving you like a really solid piece of advice that's going to help advance you in life in general. But on the other hand, this is like you. This is what you've learned, all the things that you've learned from challenges. It's like you don't need to worry about this anymore because you've learned how to deal with these things, so you don't have to worry about, anything bad happening to you. And you've already dealt with the worst. That's what I try to get people to understand, especially with this Pluto-Uranus square that we've dealt with for so many years, is, I feel like it can really bring some of the worst circumstances to us, but it does that to teach us that we can pretty much deal with anything. We're all still alive. If you're watching this video, you're probably alive, and you made it through it, so you could definitely handle it, and this time it'll be so much easier. So any challenges that you might even think of, which they probably won't happen, by the way, because of that Ten of Hearts, which lends itself to extreme positivity this week. But, this card says that you can handle it because you've learned from those things. The King of Spades has learned from all of his mistakes. He's learned from everything that he's done, and he's learned better ways to deal with it even. I mean, he's incredibly resourceful, most resourceful card in the deck, so it really says that you've even learned better ways to deal with any problems that could come up. And finally, you end with the Queen of Diamonds. On one hand, I feel like this is also could potentially be somebody coming into your life. I think if you're single, you could have that King of Spades or this Queen of Diamonds. And again, I don't attach sex to my cards, so it could be male or female for either one coming in. And the Queen of Diamonds, on one hand, would be somebody coming in who's like an earth sign, very stable, would have a very stable energy, very calming energy as well, I'm getting. And on the other hand, I think the Queen of Diamonds also makes your life more stable. She's incredibly stable financially. While she can be a little bit lazy, she's also incredibly intuitive, so she trusts her intuition as far as finances goes and things like that. So, she's very good financially by just trusting her intuition. I also think actually financially, with that King of Spades, it's like you're really looking at how you can kind of rework and remold your finances and make them a lot better. So that's interesting as well. But all in all, it looks like a really great week, especially the Ten of Hearts. Ten of Hearts can make your whole week really great. It just makes you feel even better just to have that card as well. So thank you for watching and enjoy the week.